Singapore is on a knife edge, and the number of COVID infections in the community could go either way in the next few weeks. Education Minister Lawrence Wong, in a ministerial statement to Parliament, has urged the public to cut back on social activities and stay home. Tightened measures have been in place since Saturday to keep the pandemic under control. Geraldine Yap with more.
Community cases have risen over the last 2 weeks, with several new clusters emerging at places like Tan Tock Seng Hospital and Changi Airport. This led to tightened measures, such as smaller permitted group sizes this month. Education Minister Lawrence Wong says the next few weeks will be crucial in controlling the spread of the virus.
We have a chance of getting things under control by the end of the month. But as we know from experience, it only takes one lapse or one irresponsible action for an infection to spread. And that infection may end up being a super spreader event in the community.
Mr. Wong says Singapore is better poised to fight the pandemic now. For example, it can do up to 73,000 swab tests per day. Contact tracing capabilities have improved and more residents are vaccinated. Mr. Wong adds that the government is also controlling the inflow of travellers. But as a small country reliant on trade and travel, it cannot afford to keep borders closed for too long. Mr. Wong says the country recorded 1,200 arrivals daily in March, up from 820 daily last November. They include migrant workers for the construction, marine and process sectors and foreign domestic workers, who accounted for about 40% of imported cases over the last 6 months. Singapore has tightened the screening and quarantine process for them, but the numbers of workers coming in barely replace those who have gone home.
We can expect many new BTO projects to be delayed by 1 year or more. Private home buyers may also face delays of varying lengths. Likewise, companies in the marine and process sectors will be badly affected. Any company seeking to bring in workers from higher-risk countries will now face considerable delays. The waiting time for any entry approval could be more than 6 months. And our big concern is that if companies continue to face difficulties or are forced to close, we could then end up with higher unemployment and job losses for Singaporeans.
Mr. Wong says the government will do more to help the construction, marine and process sectors, which are bearing the brunt of the labour crunch.